Greetings in the name of love. Can you recall having an argument in which you thought that you were so right and the other person thought that they were so right? Can you recall the kind of energy, the kind of feeling, the kind of vibration that you experienced at that time? Was it a feeling of elation? Was it a feeling of care and love? My name is Elijah, and for the next brief moment, I want to have a reasoning with you. A few moments that could very well change your life big time. It will only take a few minutes. How would you like to learn the art of empowering conversations? The kind of conversations that are so rich that they leave you and your party so energized that you don't want to stop. It's like a real good party where you just rock and roll to the rhythm and come away feeling nice. If this is a topic that you have an interest in, then let's go. Before we go though, the very first thing we're going to do is perhaps the most important aspect of the reasoning process. And this is where you pause your mind. Take a deep breath and calm your mind. You might want to focus on your breathing just to get to that quiet place where you can be receptive to the message that is about to unfold. Some of you may have heard the story before, but this time I want you to listen to it from a deeper place, for a deeper meaning. And at the end of it, we're going to ask you to contemplate some of the critical points from the story and give us your feedback. So, stay tuned.
I'd like to share with you the parable of 6 blind men and the elephant. The first blind man put out his hand and touched the side of the elephant. How smooth! An elephant is like a wall. The second blind man put out his hand and he touched the trunk of the elephant. He gasped, "How round! An elephant is like a snake." But the third blind man also put out his hand and touched the tusk of the elephant. "How sharp it is! An elephant is like a spear." The fourth blind man put out his hand and touched the leg of the elephant. "How tall! An elephant is like a tree." The fifth blind man reached out his hand and touched the ear of the elephant. "Oh, how wide! An elephant is like a fan." And the final blind man, he puts out his hand and touched the tail of the elephant. "Ah, how thin! An elephant is like a rope." An argument ensued, with each blind man thinking his perception of the elephant was the correct one. Therefore, each one of us knows only a part of the story. To find out the whole truth, we must put all the parts together. Now, the moral of this story goes something like this. We all have different experiences. Therefore, whenever we find ourselves at odds with others, we should be humble and recognize our limitations of knowledge, our need for other perspectives, and trust that others may grasp the truth that we do not. Apply this to religion. The story says, no one has a comprehensive vision of truth. We need all the religions across the world if we're going to grasp the truth about spiritual reality.
Okay, so there are 2 PowerPoints emanating from this story that I'd love for us to contemplate. I invite you to look at these points, determine the extent to which they resonate with you, and if they don't, offer your comments below as to how you see them differently. All right, so let's go. Point number 1. Each of us have a unique perspective on life, a particular point of view that determines how we see the world, sometimes called our mental model, with a particular pattern of thinking. Point number two, every interaction is an opportunity to match our mental model with that of others, and at the same time investigate into the design of how other persons may view a particular issue. Together, we can all experience an expanded view of reality and come away from the conversation a lot more empowered than how we started. So, the next time you're in a conversation, or currently you may have an outstanding issue that needs to be resolved, I invite you to pay attention to the skills of reflection, self reflection, and inquiry. Stay with us, and we will help to walk you through the process of learning how to investigate and at the same time share meaningfully from your heart, and to see your life begin to transform and your relationships becoming more empowered and sustainable. So, click the link below, provide your feedback, and let's continue the conversation.